Today we're checking out the Rosewood Hong Kong, arguably the best hotel in the city and often considered a top 10 or top 5 hotel in the world. It's a 43-story waterfront flagship with over 400 oversized rooms, 2 Michelin-starred restaurants, a cigar bar that made Asia's 50 best, and a wellness center with a ton of features. We'll take a look at a harbor view room, check out amenities like their infinity pool, and try some on-property dining options. Big favor before we dive in is to give this a thumbs up, and if you're new and want to upgrade your travel, consider subscribing. One of the really cool things is that each of the floors, even though they have rooms, have their own little lobby area. So if you have people waiting for you, if you're getting changed or grabbing something, then they can actually wait out here instead of going into your room. It's one heck of a view. There are a few different room options, but I'd recommend paying a bit more, about 70 bucks more, for the harbor view room. Okay, let's take a look at the amenities of the room. We did have a welcome cake that they ended up taking away because we didn't eat it, but it looked super nice. Also, a bunch of fruit. Over here is a gigantic TV, great coffee machine, as well as teas. It does open up like this. And as you can see, I literally just finished a cup before filming. One cool thing is that it is kind of smart. So when you try to close it, it automatically folds. The teas are all the yellow ones, which I believe are the Prestige and the best of the best from TWG. So here is Imperial Oolong, Earl Grey, English Breakfast Tea. Also are a lot of waters from Land Park, which has a pretty unique design and actually won an award. So you have both a twisty top and also a flip top. Pretty cool design. Some additional paid snacks down here if you are interested. I'd recommend going outside and just finding a lot of the same snacks elsewhere. And then over here are going to be the cups for coffee or tea. Also some cute little sugars. Throughout the room, there are a ton of cool art pieces. So this is showing off the guy, so the employee, pulling in the boat for the Star Ferry, tying it up. There is a couch over here if you want to watch TV. In honesty, we didn't really sit on this couch because I kind of forgot it existed. So what we ended up doing was sitting here and just looking out into the water. I feel like if you're paying for a view, you might as well enjoy it. If you are sick of it though, you can close the blinds and have a bit more privacy. This room also has one of the comfiest beds we've slept in over this trip, where we went to the Ritz-Carlton as well as the St. Regis. One minor benefit that I like is that they actually gave you the adapters, so a lot of other hotels will let you rent it or let you borrow it from the front desk. Here they had it prepared and ready to go. One of the other minor touches is that they brought a lens cleaner, and I didn't ask for this. They just saw my cameras here when we went out for dinner. So those small little touches are nice. They also wrapped up our cables, but the other one I had messier. One of the interesting things about the property is that they make pretty good use of mirrors. One of the best examples of this is going to be the bathroom, which is full of mirrors, and it makes it look surprisingly big. So if you follow me in here, you can go to the shower, but there's also another way as well. And it kind of loops back around over here. It is a double waterfall shower, and the benefit is that you can have 2 people showering, and you're not really going to complain. The shampoo, conditioner, as well as the shower gel is from Batari. Yeah, as you can see, tons of mirrors throughout, double vanity, and pretty solid. More soap, so cedar wood and jasmine, Batari. It smells amazing. There also is a tub here. We didn't use it, but let's see how big it is and how well it fits. Pretty nice tub, and yeah, pretty solid. Easily fits 1 person, maybe 2, depending on if you have big bones. One other minor thing that I didn't even think about before we stayed here is a laundry basket. So most other hotels will use towels, and we have nowhere to put the dirty ones, so we just toss it on the floor, toss it in the corner. But here, they're smart about it and actually have a laundry basket. Also, I feel like it makes housekeeping's job a lot easier, especially if you are going through a lot of towels, robes, and going to the pool. It can add up. More items from Batari. We come over here, this is going to be the walk-in closet, and if we walk all the way here, you can walk back towards the main door. Let's check out the closet though. This, I believe, is nothing. Initially, we thought it was meant for an ironing board because there's a plug in here, but we don't really see any use. There's no hangers or anything. Safe over here. If you are staying for longer, there are a ton of drawers. This one is just a mirror. Over here is more closet room. Pretty sizable. Down here are going to be slippers as well as shoe trees. Probably the nicest slippers we've ever seen. And we've been to a lot of hotels, we've had a lot of slippers. Behind this door is the bidet. Over here, we're back in the front, bunch of other art pieces, and there is a little door out here if you want an alternative view. Depending on season, prices can vary drastically. Typically, you're looking at about $750 USD after taxes and fees for the city view room. For the basic harbor view room, about $850 USD, and both of these are if you're booking directly. These would be the advanced purchase rates that are non-refundable. I'd also consider looking into booking portals like Cardonomics. This gets you access to VIP rates that are sometimes even cheaper. For example, the basic harbor view room is priced the same as the city view room. Obviously, it depends on the dates, but here we're looking at the Rosewood Elite rates. In case you're wondering, Rosewood Elite is their exclusive rate for VIPs. In this case, you get daily breakfast for two, $100 food credit per stay, early check-in and late checkout, and also room upgrades if available. Side note, if you want to access this portal yourself and support the channel, I'll link it down below in the description box with the current password. Shop around, but if the math works in your favor, you might as well get additional benefits and perks. In terms of location, Rosewood Hong Kong is in TST, connected to the K11 Musea Mall, and right on the waterfront. This means you're steps away from Avenue of Stars, museums, and also one of the best skyline views in the world. Whether you're looking for a sunset walk or an evening jog, this is an amazing spot. TST itself is also a big shopping area, and there's a ton of restaurants and malls nearby. If you want to explore other parts of Hong Kong, you're super centrally located. TST is on the Red Line and one stop from the Blue Island Line, and also stops from old Hong Kong stomping grounds like Prince Edward. Whether you're here for sightseeing, exploring, or relaxing, it's hard to go wrong with the Rosewood. The one catch would be nightlife. If you're looking for a rowdier experience, your best bet as a visitor would be LKF in Central, where there's a mix of bars, nightclubs, and raves that often go until 4 AM. There's still nightlife in TST, but it skews more towards cocktail lounges and rooftop bars. Dockside is Rosewood's signature cocktail parlor. Think velvet Murano glass globes and a literal library of rare spirits. It's dark and moody and feels like a speakeasy. They usually have live jazz and you feel like you're being teleported back to a bygone era. They also have fun-themed cocktail menus. Lots of interesting sounding mixes and fun glasses and serving vehicles. If you're on the fence, you can also spin the wheel. If you have something else in mind, the bartenders here are super friendly and usually happy to make it. At the same time, expect premium prices, about 180 HKD or 20 USD per cocktail. In terms of amenities, Rosewood has it in spades. The highlight is the Musea Infinity Pool. This is a 25-meter outdoor pool on the 6th floor with direct Victoria Harbour views. If you come during sunset, be prepared for some amazing views and to enjoy the water as it cools down. Sunrise is also nice, but it gets strong pretty fast, especially if you burn easily. The hours are from 7 AM until 6:30 PM, and loungers are on a first-come, first-served basis. If you'd rather get a workout in without getting wet, then check out the gym. This is probably the nicest hotel gym in Hong Kong. It's 24/7 and staffed from 7 AM to 10 PM for towel service and trainer advice. It's pretty large at about 2,800 square feet, but the best part is the harbor view windows. Machines are from Technogym and you have skill run treadmills, bikes, rowers, and stair climbers. There's also free weights, benches, and kettlebells. Also TRX, yoga, and other options as well. After a good workout, you can take time to enjoy the locker rooms, which are an experience in and of themselves. The highlight being the hydrotherapy pool, which is a marble-clad vitality pool. One thing to note is that the men's hydrotherapy pool is in what feels like a cave or hideout. I found out afterwards from Mandy that the women's one has a nice harbor view and definitely a different vibe. There's also a dry sauna with Himalayan salt walls, so this is more of a Finnish-style dry sauna. That's on the male side, and on the female side, there's an aromatherapy steam cabin. If you want contrast, there's a cold mist ice blast shower corridor. There's also a standard shower and a bunch of amenities to freshen up and get prepared for the outside world. Breakfast at Holt's Café runs from 7 to 10:30 AM, and the format is a semi-buffet. You start with an open spread of pastries, fruit, cold cuts, and dim sum. Then pick one hot main and one side off the a la carte menu. It includes free flow juice, barista coffee, and tea. Lots of options depending on what you're looking for, and plenty of food. The selection leans global but includes solid local hits. Pricing wise, you're looking at $395 HKD per person and about $460 after taxes and fees. So almost $60 per person, which isn't cheap. If you're booking through FHR, Virtuoso, or Rosewood Elite, breakfast for two is usually included and worth a stop. I ended up going with the waffles because I saw it on a lot of tables and it looks super photogenic. Also got a few more hearty items such as sausage, mushrooms romandies, hash browns, and bacon. And the pastries are from the buffet. I'll show you that in a second. Same thing with a few of the dim sum items and also the dragon fruit. Already ate a bunch of them. Dim sum is great here. Also ended up getting a Hong Kong milk tea, and halfway through it, really good, very authentic. Also ended up getting green juice. Tastes very healthy. Mainly ended up getting wonton noodles, which looks pretty good. Outside of breakfast, Rosewood has 7 other restaurants and bars worth knowing about. Chat and Legacy House are both Michelin-starred. The Butterfly Room is best known for afternoon tea and was named World's Best in 2025. Henry handles dry-aged steaks and smoked meats. Blue House covers casual and fine dining Italian. Bayfair Social leans Spanish with tapas and a terrace bar. We ended up having lunch at Legacy House, which is their signature Cantonese restaurant that was awarded 1 Michelin star. This is on the 5th floor along with a lot of the other restaurants and features big picture windows overlooking the harbor. The menu is rooted in Shuntak cuisine, known for delicate seafood, double-boiled soups, and aged citrus peel. The concept is built around the Cheng family's heritage, who owns Rosewood, so interesting personal layer there. The menu leans traditional but polished. Overall, the Rosewood is one of those hotels that delivers across the board. The location is about as central as it gets, right on the harbor in TST next to K11 Musea and steps from the Avenue of Stars. Whether you're here to relax, shop, explore, or just take in the skyline, it puts you in the middle of everything. From a design and amenities standpoint, it holds up. The infinity pool and gym are both standouts, and the spa setup with thermal pools, sauna, steam, and cold blast showers feels closer to a private wellness club than a hotel locker room. You've also got Michelin-starred dining on property, a cocktail bar that ranks among the best in Asia, and a breakfast spread that ranges from congee and dim sum to eggs benedict and pastries. If you care about design, wellness, and food, and especially if you want something that feels elevated, the Rosewood is hard to beat. For a city known for its skyline and its dragons, this one lives up to the myth, just with more marble and less fire. Again, if you want to book with Rosewood Elite or Virtuoso, check out cardonomics.com, and I'll also link it down below. Make sure the numbers make sense, but otherwise, it's a good way to get extra perks and also support the channel, so thank you in advance. If you made it to this point, leave a dragon emoji in the comments down below and I'll try to heart it and respond. 3 questions: what are your thoughts on the Rosewood Hong Kong? What's your favorite hotel when you visit the city? Also, do you think it earns its spot as the 3rd best hotel in the world? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favor, hit the like button, subscribe, but otherwise hope you liked it. See you on the road.